Bhagavad Gita, 4th, 5th and 6th verses. Atra Shura Maheshvasa Bhimarjuna Samayudhi Yuyudhano Viratascha Drupadascha Maharatha Drishtaketuschekitanaha Kashirajascha Viryavan Purujit Kunti Bhojascha Shaibyascha Narapungavaha Yudha Manyuscha Vikranta Uttamau Jascha Viryavan Saubhadro Draupade Sarva Eva Maharathaha. Here Sanjaya is enumerating the people, important persons who are assembled on the battlefield to fight this great war. He says, Atra, here, Maheshvasaha. Maheshvasaha. Ishvasa means archer, a person who is an archer, and Maha means great, so mighty archers. Then Bhimarjuna Samayudhi. In Yudhi or in battle, Bhimarjuna Samaha, those who are equal of Bhima and Arjuna. Then Shuraha, these are heroes. Maharathaha, great warrior. Great warrior. So Maharathi is a person who can command 11,000 archers, 11,000 archers or warriors. That person is called Maharathi. So Yuyudhano Viratascha Yuyudhana. Yuyudhana means Satyaki, and Virata and Drupada, Viryavan. These are all strong people. Then Drishtaketuhu. Drishtaketu is there. Chekitanaha is there. Then there is Kashi Raja, the king of Kashi, and Narapungavaha. These are people who are best. Pungava, best among Nara, men. Then Purujit. And then there is Kunti Bhoja. Then there is Shaibya. Then Vikranta, that is Vikranta means powerful person. Yudhamanyu. And Viryavan, brave. Uttamaujaha. So the Uttamaujas, they are brave. Brave people like the Uttamaujas. Saubhadraha, the son of Subhadra. And Draupadeyaha, sons of Draupadi. Sarve eva Maharathaha. So all these people are not ordinary warriors, but they are great warriors who can control, each one can control 11,000 archers or warriors. Asmakam tu vishishtaye tan nibodha dvijottama nayaka mama sainyasya sanyartam tan bravimite. So here this account is being given by Sanjaya, and Sanjaya is giving the account of what Dronacharya was told by Duryodhana, and Duryodhana is telling all these things here, and Sanjaya says that you see, this is all created by your own disciple, and the hidden meaning is that though that disciple Drishtadyumna was born to kill you, but still you have taught him, and so all this confusion has come. And there he says Dvijotama. Dvijotama means, Dvija means twice born, a person who is twice born, or something which is twice born. So anything which is born out of egg is born two times. First when the egg comes out and when the egg is hatched. Anything that is born out of a seed is also twice born. First the seed comes, and when there is a the sapling sprouts from the seed, that is a second birth. And teeth, so there is first the milk teeth and that goes away and then you get the permanent teeth, so that is also born twice. And the first three varnas or the first three castes of the varna system, that is Brahmana, Kshatriya and Vaishya, they are supposed to wear a sacred thread. So they are supposed to go through a process called Upanayana or Yajñopavita. So that when somebody gets this Upanayana, Yajñopavita, that is the second birth. So here Duryodhana is addressing Dronacharya, saying that you are the best among, Uttama, best among the twice born, Dvija Uttama. So, O Dvaja Uttama, O best among the twice born, Asmakam tu Vishishta. So here, basically here, the idea is that just like Arjuna, when he saw the battle array formed in front of him with all these great people, his relatives and his teachers, he was afraid. Similarly, Duryodhana is also afraid now. Though he has the best in his army, but he is afraid. And that is what comes out here. He says, Asmakam tu, among us also, ye vishishtaha, those who are distinguished, mama sainyasya nayakaha, the distinguished people. So these people are there, and among us also there is this great list of distinguished people who are the leaders of my army, mama sainyasya, my army, tan niboda. So that I am going to tell you. So let me enumerate the great people who are in my army also, so that niboda, te sanyartham, for your kind information, means for your information. Tan bravimi, I am going to now say. Why? Because I know, I know that in my army also there are great people, and so for the purpose of that I am going to say. And here he says Dvijottama. So this is a sarcastic comment. He calls his guru Dronacharya Dvijottama, which is a sarcastic comment. That means you are a Brahmana and you are not fit for war, and you are a person who does not like to fight war. You are a person who is supposed to love peace, and so you are basically a coward, and so it is because of you that all this confusion has come in the first place. That is the indication. And then he says, don't think. And also another thing is that Pandavas are close to the heart of Dronacharya, because Dronacharya likes Pandavas. So he says that though you are a Brahmana, though you are not the best person to fight a war, so that is why, and you may be thinking that all these people are there in Pandava army. So don't think that I am weak. I have also got great people with me. That is the hidden meaning, or that is the sarcastic meaning here. So he says, I am going to tell who are there with me. Bhavan. And that's why he begins with Dronacharya. He says, Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha Kripascha Samitinjayah Ashwathama Vikarnascha Saumadattihi Jayadratha. He says, you see, in my army also there are great people like you. You, Dronacharya, you are a great person because you have this quality of being a great archer. So Bhavan, then Bhishma is there, then Karna is there, Kripa is there, then Samitinjayah. Samitinjayah means those who are Jayah, victorious in war. Ashwathama Vikarnascha, and also there is Vikarna and Ashwathama and Saumadattihi, that means the son of Somadatta, and Jayadratha. So, in the beginning, when Duryodhana selected Dronacharya and he went to Dronacharya, after that he has said so many things in sarcastic way, and he is now afraid that Duryodhana is afraid. He has suddenly realized that probably he has crossed his limit, and so now he is trying to flatter Dronacharya, and he is saying the name of Dronacharya before he has told the name of even Bhishma. So who is much qualified than Dronacharya. But that he is saying because he is now suddenly he has understood that probably I have crossed my limits and I have insulted Dronacharya. So that is why this is being told. Then he says, Anyecha Bahava Shura Madarthe Tyakta Jivitaha Nana Shastra Praharanaha Sarve Yuddha Visharadaha. So, not only that I have these great warriors with me, great warriors, but Madarte Tyakta Jivitaha, people who are ready to Madarte, for my sake, Tyakta Jivitaha, are ready to lay down their lives. Nana Shastra Praharanaha. So, and also Nana Shastra Praharanaha, people who have different types of weapons and other kinds of implements to fight this war. Those people, Sarve Yuddha Visharadaha, and people who are all skilled, Visharadaha, well skilled in war. Anyecha Bahavaha Shuraha. So there are many other heroes also. Then he says, Aparyaptam tadasmakam balam bhishma bhirakshitam paryaptam tu idame tesham balam bhima bhirakshitam. So, asmakam, our, tat, this bhishma bhirakshitam. So here the commander of Kaurava's army is Bhishma. So this our army, which is Rakshitam, defended by Bhishma, Balam Aparyaptam, it has got unlimited, it is unlimited. Tu, while Etesham, there, that is the Pandavas, Bhima Bhirakshitam, Idam Balam Paryaptam. Whereas the Pandavas army, which is defended by Bhima, is limited. So here he again says that you see, the army which I have, which is commanded by Bhishma, is huge. Aparyaptam means unlimited. So generally Paryapta is a word used to mean enough in Sanskrit and in also many Indian languages. But here it does not mean that. Here it means limit. So aparyaptam means it is limitless, unlimited, and paryaptam means it is limited. So he says that you see, this Bhishma is protecting our army and that is unlimited. So Bhima, who of course is not the commander of Pandava's army, but he is protecting Pandava's army, and that is limited because Drishtadyumna is the commander of Pandava's army, but here Bhima is supposed to have been protecting Pandava's army, but that is limited. Why it is limited? Because the number of soldiers of Pandava's army is almost half of Kaurava's army. Then he says, Duryodhana is saying, Ayaneshu cha sarveshu yatha bhagam avastitaha bhishmam eva abhirakshantu bhavantaha sarva evahi. So now what Duryodhana is totally angry on Dronacharya. If one studies the Mahabharata, then one will understand that since childhood, Duryodhana is always angry against Dronacharya. He doesn't like that Dronacharya has a soft corner towards the Pandavas because of their qualities, of course, but still that he does not like. And so here, just before the war, he is saying that okay, you are a Brahmana, what more can I expect from you? You are not going to do much, and not you are not going to be of much help to me. So Sarveshu Ayaneshu. Sarveshu means in all. Ayaneshu, divisions of army. So army has got different types of divisions. Even in the present situation, army has got infantry, artillery, like that. Different types of divisions are there. So you go, all of you go to your different divisions, and yatha bhagam avastitaha. You go to your respective positions in your divisions. Bhavantah sarva evahi. And whatever has been bhavanta for all of you, including you, Dronacharya, sarva evahi. Whatever is being given, whatever has been given, you go to your own position, go to your respective places in the army or in the battle formation, because finally Bhishmam eva abhirakshantu. It is Bhishma alone who is protecting the army. So I cannot expect much from you, because at the end of the day Bhishma is protecting the army. Then Duryodhana says, Duryodhana's statement is ending here. Then Sanjaya says, Tasya Sanjanayan Harsham Kuru Vriddha Pitamaha Simhanadam Vinadyochaihi Shankam Dadmau Pratapavan. Pratapavan, powerful, Kuru Vriddha, oldest of the Kuru dynasty, Pitamaha, who is the grandsire, Tasya Harsham Sanjanayan Uchchaihi Simhanadam Vinadya Shankam Dadmau. So then what happened? Now, before a war is fought, an atmosphere is created where everyone is cheered so that war is fought. Of course, nowadays in the modern context, you have that in almost every sports match, cricket match or some other match. There's something, people who are called cheerleaders. So some dance and all they do, and it is supposed to increase the enthusiasm of the sports people. But in actuality, what happens, God only knows. But that is the purpose. So here also, in olden warfare, what used to be done? People used to blow conch shells, people used to blow trumpets and beat drums, etc., to create a fervor for fighting the war. So here also, Bhishma, what did he do? To make Duryodhana cheerful, Sanjanayan, he caused Uchchaihi Simhanadam, just like a lion's roar, Vinadya Shankam Dadmau, he blew his conch, this Bhishma, so that he can cheer Duryodhana, and that conch, the sound of the conch was like the lion's roar, like a lion's roar. Now why did Bhishma do this here? Because Bhishma is not a fool. He is a very intelligent person, and when just before the war the king goes to somebody, automatically the entire army is looking at those two people. So Duryodhana went to Drona, and also Drona was of course insulted, and so Drona was indifferent to what Duryodhana was saying, and Bhishma knew Duryodhana in and out, and so he knew that he had told something to Dronacharya which caused insult, and so Dronacharya was acting like that. He was not replying, he was indifferent, and so the whole situation became kind of very cold. So to remove that situation immediately, to divert the attention of the army from that situation, Bhishma suddenly blew his conch. So this is the idea. So here, when and also when two battle arrays have been already formed, when in a battlefield two armies have already come, and first somebody initiates this blowing of conch or says attack, etc., that is a challenge to the opposite party to also attack, to start the war. So the moment Bhishma blew his conch, all other people also they followed suit. So tatah shankascha bhairyascha panavanaka gomukhaha sahasaivaabhyanyanta sah shabdah tumulo abhavat. So tatah, then after Bhishma blew his conch, shankaha, different conchs, and bhairya, that is drums, panavanaka gomukhaha. So there are different types of trumpets. Then Gomukha means there is cow horn. So using the horn of a cow, they used to make a instrument and like a horn. Sahasa eva, suddenly abhyanyanta, they all started making noise. Saha shabdaha tumulaha abhavat, and the noise that was created because of that was tumulaha, tremendous noise was created. So as soon as Bhishma blew his conch, all other people started blowing their conchs, and people who had drums, they started beating the drums, blowing the trumpets or cow horns, etc. And there was a huge sound which was created. ततः श्वेतै हयै युक्ते महति स्यन्दने स्थितौ माधवः पाण्डवश्चैव दिव्यौ शङ्खौ प्रदत्मतुः. ततः, then श्वेतैः हयैः युक्तेः mahati syandane stitau. So stitau means sitting in the syandane chariot, which is mahati, big, and which is yukte, connected to or attached to shvetaihi hayaihi, to white horses. Madhavaha, Madhavaha means Krishna, that is the person who is the Lord of fortune, or a person who is the husband of Lakshmi. So Krishna and Pandavaha. Here Pandava means Arjuna, because Krishna was the charioteer of the chariot of Arjuna. Pandava divyau shankau pradat matuhu. So this shankha, divine conch of Arjuna, was blown by Krishna, or divine conch of Krishna was blown by him from the Arjuna's chariot, and it was blown in such a way that it created lot of noise. Panchajanyam Hrishikesho Devadattam Dhananjayah Poundram Dadmau Mahashankam Bhima Karma Vrikodaraha. When a person has some object which is of great value to that person, just like people name their pets, people used to also name their objects which was of great value to them. So if a person has a sword, they used to name that sword. Or if somebody had a conch, they used to name that conch, because these things were used as implements for war, and they carried a lot of significance in one's life, particularly a warrior's life. So sword will have a name, then the mace will have a name, etc. So here that's what is told. Rishi Kesha. Rishi Kesha means how? No, that is not Sanskrit. That is your interpretation. How is Rishikesh? What is the meaning of Rishikesha? Rishikesha means what? Rishika means senses. Rishika, not Rishi. Rishika means senses. And Ishaha means Lord, or a person who controls the senses. So the Lord of the senses means Rishikesha. So Krishna is in that sense Lord of the senses, Rishikesha. Panchajanyam, and his conch is named Panchajanya. And Dhananjaya means a person who has one wealth, Dhananjaya, Arjuna. And Arjuna's conch is named Devadatta. And Bhima Karma. Bhima Karma means a person who does karma, acts which are bhima, which are terrific or which are great acts, not ordinary acts. Who is that? Vrikodaraha. Vrika udaraha. Vrika means wolf. So a person who has the udara or the belly or the stomach of a wolf is bhima. What does it mean? Wolf is supposed to eat in large quantities. So bhima can eat in large quantities. So that is why a person who has got the belly or the this thing of a stomach of a wolf, vrikodaraha, and mahashankam. So he has his conch is also very big in size, just like Bhima himself. And Poundram, and that Shankha, the conch is called Poundra. So he blew that. So Krishna blew his conch, which is called Panchajanya. Arjuna blew his conch, which is called Devadatta. And Bhima blew his conch, which is called Poundra. Ananta Vijayam Raja Kunti Putro Yudhishthirah Nakulah Sahadevascha Sughosha Mani Pushpakau. So Kunti Putra, the son of Kunti, Raja, king, Yudhishthira, Ananta Vijayam, he blew a conch which is named Ananta Vijaya, and Nakula and Sahadeva, they blew their conchs which are named Sughosha and Mani Pushpaka. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat.